Hi again everyone, Day here bringing you another episode in my The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles Let's Play. We are still working on Asogi's case, however I feel like we're cooking with forest fire and we're getting very close to the end of this long adventure into Miss Pavlova's case. I don't know for sure if she did it. Stroganov seems like the actual potential culprit in all this, but I always say the only way you'll get answers is if you continue to pursue them, so therefore we're gonna hop back into the case. What do you mean? I would like to know myself because I left off on a major cliffhanger apparently. Simply that I took the liberty of investigating the victim's fist a short while ago. You did? Yes. Yes, we were looking into Asogi's, Kazuma's clenched fist, which I should have just pressed on in the first place. I said it first. Always go with your first instinct unless you're not 95% sure, which I kind of was. And what, pray, do you imagine I found there, my dear fellow?
Mr. Sholmes, show us, please.
Why, of course, my dear madame. Would I keep you in suspense? This is what I found. What the heck is that? It looks like a charm of some sort, but I don't think I've ever seen that before. What the heck?
Oh, a crescent moon with a little gemstone in the middle.
Yes, you're right. A crescent moon. It's very pretty, but what does it tell us? It tells us nothing. I'm not so sure. That crescent moon looks... Okay, wait a second. I think it's dawning on me. In the newspaper. With her in the ballet outfit. Is that her earring? No. No, it's not. Sorry if my voice was a little off. I did go past the microphone to look at the screen a little bit more in depth. Magnifying glass. I know for sure that is not the same thing. What about over here? I'm not finding anything. Okay, that was the wrong course of action. That's probably also the wrong course of action. Wait. No, the back of the article is this, right? Yeah. Can't find anything out of place. So according to what Mr. Sholmes told us before, this article is about a dancer from a Russian ballet company who has disappeared for some reason.
Yes, a prima ballerina named Nikolina Pavlova. She went missing from her dressing room whilst the company was performing in Shanghai. And the tiara she was wearing at the time appears to be a very valuable piece of jewelry. Ah, okay. I forgot that they were in Shanghai with the ballet company. What was it? 20,000 rubles? Yes, I have no idea how much that really is, but I feel sure you'd be given change from that amount, even after buying other cakes in the cake shop.
What a nice example there. Her imagination is really running away with her.
And now, in order to recover both Miss Pavlova and the valuable tiara, the company has requested international assistance at all ports with sailings to Great Britain.
Oh, well, she's definitely... How about this one? I have no idea. I've never seen that crescent moon before. If I have... Because I don't want to say I haven't, and then you're like, hey, wait, you actually did, but it was like 7+ months ago. Because that could very well be the possibility here. I did see it. He grabbed a crescent moon. What the heck? If I did see this before, because Ryunosuke seems as if he's familiar with it for some reason, and I feel like I'm on that for a little bit too long, so I'm not going to dwell on it anymore. I'll continue on. I'm not so sure. That crescent moon looks familiar somehow. I'm sure I've seen it somewhere before. I seriously have nothing. Observation, Mr. Naruhodo. That is the key. What? The truth is now tantalizingly close. You can almost smell it. I don't know. How did that crescent moon come to be in Kazuma's clenched fist? This is the final clue, the last piece of the puzzle. Ask yourself, what does this little crescent moon mean? What significance has it? And observe, find the answers with your own eyes. Where did it come from? Oh. She's wearing one. Let me go up this way. Seriously? I didn't know she was wearing these.
She has such petite ears among that beautiful hair, like little pink shells.
Oh, what's that? There's something dangling down from her ear.
Yes, that's an earring. Wait, look! It's a crescent moon!
Ah! There could be no doubt now, surely. I am not observant. Mr. Holmes?
Yes!
Mr. Sholmes in this case. I am not observant. She's like standing right there, and I've been looking at it, and I'm like, I have no idea what that is. Bad observation skills on my part. Bad, very bad. I'm pretty sure she was standing just like that before too. I could be wrong, but either way, it stands out. Like I should have known. This is what happens when you take a break before getting back into a case. Miss Pavlova, on your ear there. I see you have a crescent moon as well. Ah. What? He's like, why are you still wearing that? Why didn't you remove your earrings? Dang it. And on your other ear, there seems to be a crescent moon missing. The little link holding it must have broken, I suppose. Now, the missing crescent moon was found in the victim's clenched fist. Clearly, there is only one logical conclusion. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Naruhodo? Yes. Miss Pavlova, Mr. Asogi must have grasped that crescent moon and put it from your ear. Perhaps just moments before he fell to the floor. This changes everything. Oh wow, I'm very slow to the uptake. She was there before he died? In other words, last night in Mr. Asogi's cabin, you witnessed the moment when the victim fell with your own eyes. In fact, you were quite literally at arm's length from him. Wow. But then the question is, why did Mr. Asogi do that? Why did he pull your earring from your ear and hold it in his clenched fist during his final moments?
Oh no.
Angel. No one can protect you now. Please, Miss Pavlova, tell us the truth. Last night, what did you do to Kazuma? I have no idea what that was supposed to be.
When I think about everything that happened yesterday, it was too much. Running away, the fishing boat in the middle of the night, trying to climb onto this huge ship. And then, when I was at last in this cabin, and I could relax after this horrible long day. Doka, wait!
This has to be a literal kitten. Because there is no way. I mean, I guess cats are very limber.
I couldn't believe it when she disappeared through the ventilator. I tried to call her with a little whistle. I tried waving her favorite toy, but nothing worked. Darka would not come back.
Why didn't you just knock normally? Okay, never mind. I thought she just entered his cabin. But this explains why the door was unlocked. I'm like, why was his door unlocked? Why was anyone able to enter when, as was previously explained, most people would lock their door? Especially when he has a stowaway in his room. What are you doing here at this time of night, Inspector? Inspector? Oh. I'm sorry. I thought it was a friend of mine. Kazuma. Kazuma. How I miss thee. And he's smiling. Man, it's just, death can come from you and you don't even realize it. Okay, I'm sorry. I always have like that a little bit of like, wow. This could literally happen to anyone. The young man from your country, he was very polite and kind. He helped me to find Taka, and he promised not to tell anyone. Yeah, I'm like, Asogi would be nice. But then, when I had my friend in my arms again, and I was going to leave the man's cabin. Just a moment. Oh, maybe that's him. Just a moment, sorry, but... Oh, yes? Oh no, it was Inspector Hosanaga that did it. Cause she's a stowaway, right? I mean, well, in her own way. Oh, yes? I'm sure I know your face. I've seen you somewhere before. Ah, of course. You're Nikolina Pavlova, aren't you? The Russian ballerina. Huh? No, I don't know that name. My heart nearly stopped when he said that. He knew who I was. How could this man from our land in the faraway east know a Russian ballerina? Yes, I saw your performance in Japan. The beauty of the ballet made a deep impression on me. But what are you doing on this ship? I'm sure I read that your ballet company was performing in Shanghai at the moment. I can't afford him. I have to tell him the truth and hope he doesn't tell anyone. I have no other choice. I see. Oh, Inspector Hosanaga did it. I know it. She saw Inspector Hosanaga and probably freaked the heck out. I see. So you've run away. Please keep my secret. Don't tell anyone. Give me a moment. I could use another opinion here. Oh no! No! Oh! He's going to pull that cord. He's going to tell the captain. Why did I think I could trust him? Then it happened. Everything at once. It was only a second, but it felt like forever. Wait! I shouted, and then... he was going to the wardrobe. Tucker jumped out of my arms and down to the young man's feet. And... as he turned around to look at me... I pushed him. I don't even know why. I don't know why I did it. I was just so scared. And I had to stop him from telling anyone about me. And that's when you went to fetch help from Seaman Stroganov, who was on duty out in the passageway. I heard Nina cry out and thud on the floor, so I went to her. She was standing at the cabin door, shaking like a leaf. She looked at me and said, "Help me, Biff. If they find out, I will be. Please, I have nowhere to go." So you decided to help, and that's when you arranged things at Kazuma's cabin to make it look like I did it, so that no one would suspect the passenger in the cabin next door. Yes. I went into the cabin and I looked around to make sure there was nothing to show Nina that was there. And then I found Stowaway in a wardrobe, still sleeping. Right. That's when he found me.
So you worked out a plan.
So he did place the wardrobe sticker back over the door. He pretty much sealed his own fate with... Why did he replace it? This whole case may have ended vastly differently. I mean, it works out in our favor, but it makes no sense in the grand scheme of things for why he would replace the sticker. He didn't have to do that. He made it so that way I was locked in there. So, okay.
To lay the blame on a stowaway.
I closed wardrobe doors and put back strange paper saying. Luckily for me, that's the only reason Susato-san started to believe me when I said I was innocent. Why did he do it? I don't know, maybe he wasn't thinking in the moment, but yeah, pretty much. I dragged young man's body to good place and used ink that was spitting to write on the floor. I wrote, wardrobe, so that person who found him will look inside wardrobe and find stowaway. I have no idea how to pronounce that. I believe that is the da, like the D sign in the middle there, but I have never studied any Russian, so I couldn't. And tell me, what of the glass bell?
It was by my feet, so I picked it up.
I see. I see.
But it was dark in the cabin. I didn't notice the other half.
Then the angel went back to her cabin, and I finished job. By pressing the emergency alarm button in the passageway? Yes. Da. Accordingly, the SS Bureau did indeed come to the emergency halt at a little after 2 a.m. Talk to the captain, did you? Thus enticing the bolt on the cabin door to slide shut, creating the locked room mystery. I mean, how else would he have that information? There's still one thing I don't understand, Miss Pavlova.
What?
Well, you said that you told Kazuma about the fact that you'd run away from your homeland, and it's because you were worried he was going to tell the captain that you pushed him. Isn't that right?
Yes.
But even if he had pulled the bell cord and called for the captain of the ship, aren't you friends with every member of the crew? Why would that have been a problem?
It was what he said first that made me scared.
What he said first? The inspector. He was friends with an inspector. What are you doing here at this time of night, Inspector? Oh. I'm sorry. I thought it was a friend of mine.
He said an inspector was his friend.
Ah, yes, meaning me, who was supposed to be acting as his bodyguard.
I thought that if police knew about me, they would arrest me. So before he could pull the belt cord, I... May I stop you a moment, please, Miss Pavlova?
I guess she's about to bring it to light.
It just doesn't seem to make sense. I mean, was Mr. Asogi really going to pull the bell cord? I don't know. What?
What do you think, Mr. Naruhodo? No, he was going to speak to him about it. He said he needed a second opinion. Oh, he just wanted a second opinion. Oh no, Asogi. This hurts, man. It hurts because it could literally happen to anyone. This could easily be a real life scenario. Things like this, assuming things, and unfortunately the assumption led to a poor man's death. It's just, ugh. I don't know why I love these games so much. I do, but man, sometimes I just really think about things and I'm just like, wow. Especially in fluke accident moments like this where she just had the wrong line of logic because she didn't realize a human being was literally in the wardrobe. Well, I'm not Kazuma, so I can't know for certain, but he was a man of his word. If he told you he wouldn't give your secret away, then he wouldn't have done. Here's the thing, though. I mean, To her, he was a complete stranger. She is only 15 years old.
No, he was walking over to it. He was going to pull the cord. He was going to make them send me back.
She still doesn't know about the wardrobe, I guess. Well, Mr. Naruhodo, the day's work is not yet done, it seems. There's one more deduction to make. What? Another deduction? Yes. What action was the victim really about to take at that moment? Can we determine whether the young man's gaze was direct? Oh, whether the young man's gaze. I don't know. I would never have said that, but okay. Like, I get what it means, but it didn't flow off the tongue as good as I would like it to. First, consider the victim's location within his cabin. That's easy. I remember every detail of that room. I mean, yes, I spent quite a lot of time in the wardrobe, but still. That cabin has been my home for this entire voyage.
So this is how the cabin looked last night when Miss Pavlova visited Kazuma-sama.
Yes, it's exactly how it was. Are you ready then, Mr. Naruhodo? Yes, if there's one thing I've learned today, it's that a simple gaze can reveal all manner of truths. And not only that, in order to draw the right conclusion, well, you can't really see where he was looking, but okay. You can't afford to, let me stop. You can't afford to be out by even a little bit when you're following the gaze to where it lands. Like, we actually can't utilize this as fluently as they might think, because we don't have that actual information, and the body was tampered with. So when he turned away from Miss Pavlova, what exactly was Kazuma looking at? I mean, we could do it in this instance, but he was looking at the wardrobe. The wardrobe. My wardrobe. I was in there at the time, of course, sleeping soundly, too soundly. If only I hadn't eaten that chicken that was laced with the sleeping drug. If only he'd woken me up. He tried to. Then maybe this tragedy would never have happened. He tried to. And honestly, it's because he tried to, so a little bit of irony in him saying that. Like, he tried to wake him up, and that's why the tragedy happened. You know?
Take that!
Wow. Irony in that statement, for sure. Considering everything that had happened last night, certainly it may have looked as though Kazuma was going to bring the bell cord. Yes, however, what is directly beside the bell cord? The wardrobe, of course.
The wardrobe.
And more importantly, what was inside the wardrobe? The man's great friend, sleeping soundly.
Miss Pavlova, please, think back very carefully. What were Mr. Asogi's exact words last night?
Give me a moment. I could use another opinion here.
Another opinion.
Yes, but not from a member of the crew. No, Mr. Asogi intended to consult his close friend on the matter. To see if, between them, they might be able to help in some way, no doubt.
Oh, no! Sadly, we can't know the truth for certain now. It's too late for that.
Oh, my heart.
But I wish you had made sure of what Mr. Asogi was looking at. Things may have ended very differently if you had.
Miss Pavlova, I want to thank you for finally admitting the truth. But unfortunately, the truth is a man lost his life because of what you did, and that will never change. I hope you'll never forget that. So, I was wrong. Mr. Stroganov is still a liar, but his deception was just that, deception. He did not murder Asogi.
I'm sorry. Really, I'm so sorry.
This is so messed up, man.
What have I done?
And so, at long last, the mystery surrounding the tragic accident on the SS Bureau was finally laid to rest. Instantaneously, he died. Jeez. 9th of January, 7:14 p.m., SS Bureau first class cabin passageway. What will happen to Miss Pavlova now then? Once we reach Great Britain, she'll be handed over to the British police at Scotland Yard. What about the fact that she ran away from Russia? Won't the Russians try to repatriate her? Apparently, the English detective can speak to the immigration office and sort all of that out. Mr. Shams can do that? So she won't be going back to Russia then? No, I don't think so. Even if she wanted to return in the future, I doubt she would be able to. She ran away, so now she's in exile for life. I see. Wow. Was it really like that back then? I'm sorry. Well, we're not going to go that far, but... Seaman Stroganov? I'd wanted to help our angel, no matter what. But I didn't think about you, about how you lost good friend. I will go with Nina. I will give myself to British police. That's kind of you. In the meantime, thank you for letting me go free again. Kazuma's death feels like such a waste. I don't really like the usage of words there, but yeah, I get what he means, but well, do what you can for Miss Pavlova, won't you? Duh. Well, I'm afraid you need to pack now. We're due to arrive in Hong Kong tomorrow. As much as it pains me, I'm going to have to hand you over to the consul to arrange your passage back to Japan. Yes, I did stall away after all. I couldn't really expect any different. So, you should get back to your cabin now. He's going back to Japan? It looks like my study tour to Great Britain is over before it's even begun then. I really hope this hasn't been making noise the whole entire time. Probably. To think that only days ago, Kazuma and I were laughing together about how we'd tear up the streets of London. That seems like a distant memory now. Oh, what's that? Is it someone weeping? Oh, Susato. Susato-san? Oh, she's holding his sword. Naruhodo-san. I didn't know you had returned. Oh, well, I haven't been back long. Inspector Hosonaga just told me I should pack. You know, ready to leave the ship tomorrow and all that.
I still can't believe this has happened. I can't believe someone's life can be over. Just like that.
I've been going through that same thing this whole time. Like, honestly, I have. Susato-san.
He had such grand ideas for this visit to Great Britain. So many dreams. And now they've been cruelly taken away. Just as he has. I thought I could never forgive the person responsible. But now we know the truth. That it was just an accident. Just a silly series of mishaps. It's too much, Naruhodo-san. It's just too much.
She sums it up a lot better than I could. I mean, I know at the heart of it is just a video game, but man, I feel it. I have been feeling it the whole time. I truly cared about this guy, Asogi, Kazuma-san, Sama. Yes, I know. I wish there was something I could say.
Inspector,
My duty was to see Asogi-san safely to Great Britain, but I failed, and caused his two closest friends great pain and suffering as a result. I've let everyone down, and I would do anything to make up for my terrible blunder.
Nobody blames you, Inspector. And I'm free again now, at least. Huh?
I don't know why I gave him that crazy laugh or whatever. Surprise, Mr. Naruhodo. What is the... If he's going to be handcuffed in every single case, I'm going to scream. What is the meaning of this? Oh, a trifling matter. Simply that in my head, I think I should always picture you wearing those shackles. Without them, the balance seems all wrong. It's distracting. Sorry. So I decided to restore them. For old time's sake, shall we say. You are a starway after all. He thinks this is funny? I mean, if you wanted to, you could eat still, so there's that.
Mr. Shums, we do appreciate all your assistance. I'd like to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Not at all, not at all. And though it's a little late, may I offer my sincere condolences. The loss of your companion is truly heart-trending. Heart-trending? Silly? Heart-rending. I hope that you'll be able to fulfill some of his aspirations in his honor. I'm afraid that won't be possible. We shall be disembarking at the next port, in Hong Kong. We have to return to Japan and make a full report about everything that's happened.
What? Wait a minute. It's just me that has to go back, isn't it? I mean, I was a stowaway.
To stow away is to go away, I suppose. The terms of this study tour were negotiated by the Department of Justice in both Great Britain and Japan. It was to be one lawyer and one assistant.
Was to be?
In the light of Mr. Asogi's unfortunate death, I'm afraid the study tour can no longer go ahead.
Oh no. I don't care for me, but... Poor Susato-san.
My dear fellows, the majority of problems have an extremely simple solution, you know. Kind of figured it may have been him. All you require is one lawyer, and the study tour can continue, surely.
But there is no one else with the necessary qualifications, Mr. Shums. We know of no other lawyer.
Qualifications, you say? Any qualification. I cannot speak! Jesus! Any qualifications obtained in your own country will be of little value in Great Britain, I'm afraid. So he's basically saying anyone can do this, I suppose. I guess, possibly.
Oh, but
anyway, the voyage to London still promises a good month of time. Ample opportunity, I would say, to find yourselves another suitable lawyer.
yes.
Mrs. Sato?
Yes.
I'm so glad I broke it up where I did, because this is going on a little long. Do you think perhaps I might be able to do it? But you're not a lawyer, Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, unless... Are you studying law? No, I'm not, but... I'm sorry. In that case, I don't think there's even a chance it could work. But as I said, there's still more than a month before we reach England's shores. Isn't that right, Mr. Naruhodo? Yes, I have a month in which to study, to learn what I must to become a lawyer in Great Britain. Where's this energy coming from all of a sudden?
Mr. Naruhodo?
I'm shocked too, Susato. That's ridiculous. Are you seriously suggesting anybody can learn all of that in just 40 days? 40 days, 40 nights? There's only one way to find out. I will work my fingers to the bone, Inspector, every single day. Will you let me try? And if, by the time we reach Great Britain, I haven't learned enough to be recognized as a lawyer, I'll take whatever punishment is deemed appropriate. But why put yourself in such a difficult position? For Kazuma. He said that there was something he had to do in Great Britain. and that he would sacrifice anything to make it happen. He was passionate about it. I can't let all that passion just come to nothing. And anyway, it's for my own benefit too. They're thinking, I guess. I will become a lawyer. I have to. What do you say, Miss Husato? This family knows how to find trouble, I'll say that much. Wow, that's a nice face. She's very sweet looking now.
I think it's a wonderful idea.
Thank you. So, what does our inspector friend say? Are you serious? One lawyer and one assistant. The numbers are indisputable. No, it's madness. Yet fascinating, wouldn't you agree? Fascinating. Duty and rules are the dull routine of existence that we all abhor. Give us interest, give us fascination. Speak for yourself. Besides, qualifications are no measure of a man. What matters is his character, no? And you've witnessed ample evidence of this man's exemplary character today with your own eyes, from the early hours of this morning into this very moment now. Despite contending with the passing of his close companion, and despite the accusation of guilt, this man has shown resourcefulness, intelligence, and above all, courage. Very well. I'll think of a clever way to word my report to the Department of Justice. Inspector? After all, I did just make a promise, didn't I? I said that I'd do anything at all to make up for my shortcomings here. That you did.
Oh, thank you, Inspector.
If you'll excuse me, I must pay a visit to the captain's quarters, I think. I need to discuss what to do next, and how best to make my report. I like the music.
Are you really prepared to attempt this, Mr. Naruhodo?
Yes, I'm going to try. I wonder, will you consider teaching me what I need to know? Everything about being a lawyer?
I would be delighted to help you. I am a judicial assistant after all.
Thank you.
And, Mr. Naruhodo, I'd like you to take charge of this.
What? Me? Are you sure?
I'm sure it's what Kazuma-sama would have wanted. Its name is Kuruma. It's a great sword that's been in the Asogi clan for generations.
Very well. I accept. I'll treasure it always. I wonder what happened to the sword. Phoenix doesn't have it, I don't think. So then, Miss Husato, it seems we'll be working together for some time to come yet.
It would be an honor, Mr. Naruhodo. And for the next 40 days, I shan't grant you a single minute of freedom. We shall fill every spare moment with study.
Yes, that's exactly what I need.
But before we begin, I have an earnest favor to ask of you too.
Goodness, what is it?
Please throw me to the ground. 3 times.
What?
I should never have doubted you. You were Kazuma-sama's closest friend. Of course you would have never done anything to hurt him. That should have been obvious to me from the start. But I allowed suspicion to get the better of me. And no matter how upset I was feeling, it was completely unforgivable behavior.
No, you were in shock. You just found out about me stowing away and the cabin door was locked and...
No! I won't let you make excuses for me. Whatever the circumstances, I should never have thrown you. And not just once, but 5 times.
That number keeps creeping up, doesn't it?
Please, you must. Just take hold of me and throw me. Do it!
Don't even think about it. A real gentleman, Professor Layton Edition, does not throw women. No. I don't even know how. I've never thrown anyone in my life. Ryanosuke, this is the problem. This is the huge problem you have here, is the fact that you've never thrown anyone, not just that you wouldn't. Very wise, Mr. Naruhodo. It isn't a skill one acquires without considerable training.
Oh, Mr. Sholmes.
I observed your throwing technique several times with great interest. I confess I was most impressed. When did he see that? I mean, he's been lurking in every corner of this whole ship, so I presume that would be a form of Japanese wrestling.
Oh, well, in a way, it's not wrestling, but my own interpretation of an ancient jujutsu technique.
Apparently it's called the Susato takedown. It leaves your head swimming, believe me. How beguiling. I am a practitioner of the combative arts myself. I am a somewhat accomplished boxer. Please, box me up, dude. I would love to tangle with you. You're just roaring to go. There he goes, dancing around again, and I love when he dances. Don't stop him. I'd wonder if you'd be so kind as to instruct me on the technique of your arresting throw.
Yes, I'd be honored.
Then let us not dally. Demonstrate, my dear madame.
Oh, of course. Are you ready, Mr. Naruhodo?
Sorry?
Hi-ya!
And there we go.
As you can see, you throw from the abdomen.
Oh yes, arresting indeed. And that is what you term the Susato takedown, is it?
Actually, no. That was a Susato squash.
Why did you squash me? Why? In my groggy state of consciousness, a scene from an evening recently spent with Kazuma flickered into my mind. Kuruma? That's right. It's a prized sword that's been passed down through generations of the Asogi clan.
I can't believe you managed to get permission to bring it with you. I mean, taking a katana on a study tour is more than a little irregular, surely.
Oh, that was beautiful. A Japanese man's sword is a soul Ryanosuke. I can't be parted from my katana. Kuruma guides me. I truly believe that. So its name compels its wielder to slice evil in two? Not that you would need much compelling. On that subject, there is something very important that I have to do in the Great Britain, and I'll sacrifice anything to make it happen. I'd appreciate you seeing it through with me. Of course I will. Whatever it is, I'll see it through to the end with you. I knew you wouldn't let me down. Asogi. That important thing he had to do. I still don't know what that was. I'm so glad this got localized. I needed this. But I'm going to see the place for myself and work it out. It feels like the game hasn't even officially started and we had... This is the second case. It feels like the first one though. I mean, for as long as they have been, it feels like the first one. But I'm going to see the place for myself and work it out. In Great Britain's capital, London. Well, I guess we're gonna find that out for ourselves, shan't we? End. Awarded Crash Course Candidate. I forgot there were achievements in this. So there we have it. Asogi's accidental demise has been solved and is bittersweet. Very, very bittersweet to finally have finished this case and to have it behind us. But we still have to forge our way forward through the Valley of Flames and Fire with Kuruma, the sword, the katana rather, that Asogi was taking with him. And we also have Susato as well. Which at first I didn't really like Susato much, I will admit, with the whole Susato takedowns and all that. But you know what? She's cool. She was shocked, and we don't know what we would do, or at least I know I wouldn't know what to do in that situation if I found out that someone close to me just passed away. So, anyways, with that said, I am enjoying this. I'm so glad I get to do this again. I've been wanting to just bite into this game again, and I'm like, I'm not gonna play it and not record it. So it's just been sitting in my backlog while I've played like Xenoblade Chronicles and try to pretty much finish those up, especially now that the third game is coming out. So anyways, with that said, thank you guys so much for watching and sticking along with me, and until next time, I hope you all have a great, amazing, and wonderful day. Bye.